There have been many legends in the 100 years of Chelsea's history, but only one who answers to the name Ledge. Dan Petrescu was the first overseas player to reach the great milestone of 200 appearances for Chelsea. In all, he made 208 and scored 23 goals. Dan, you were a legend. You are a legend. Welcome.
Thank you. Yeah, I mean, everybody knows that I was the first one to come to the training and the last one to go home. And I had to do that for my career, and I had to play as long as possible. Unfortunately, when I was 35, I had to retire. But if that problem with my back was not there, I think I could have played even now, because even in training with my boys now, I still can do it. And that was a pity that I had to retire at 35, you know.
What made you survive in the Premiership with such a non-Premiership style of football?
It's a good question, because even in Romania, people ask me how it's possible that you are the only one that really done it in England, because the players like Petrescu, Ducioiu, Dumitrescu, they come here and they
Not to
didn't
mention Adrian Muti.
No, they didn't play too long, like Moldovan, Ghanea, and they play maximum 1 year or 2 years in the Premiership. But for me, I think the big help was the fact that I had a very good manager in Glenn Hoddle, who is not an English manager, he's an European manager. And after Glenn Hoddle, I had always European managers like Ruud Gullit and Gianluca Vialli, who likes to play football. Because at Sheffield Wednesday, I was struggling with the managers. They didn't like to play too much football, you know, put the ball in the box and not try to play too much football. But at Chelsea, we try to change that. We play football, the passing game, and that's what I like, and I think everybody saw that I like to play football.
And it was great for you at the beginning, because in your home debut, your second game for us against Bolton, you actually helped set up 2 goals.
Against Bolton, I created 2 goals, we won 3-2. And after that, every time I scored a goal, I think it was the winning goal. That's why I think the fans, they like that, and they like the fact that I was not injured at all, and I play all the time. Every game, I think, and I think that is important for the fans when see the player who can run 90 minutes, and he was always there to play.
What do you remember of that first goal against Newcastle?
It was a fantastic start for me at Chelsea, because I had to mark Ginola, who was a very, very good player, and also I had to go also in front to create goals. But for me, it was a lucky goal, because just 20 seconds before I scored the goal, the goalkeeper get injured, another goalkeeper come on, and I think Hislop was the goalkeeper, but his first touch was to take the ball from the net, and I was very happy for that goal.
Chelsea 4, Liverpool 2, a game that changed our history. What do you remember? 2-0 down at half.
I remember at half-time that Ruud came to the dressing room, and he said that we are going to win the game. And he was so positive, and he's so sure. To be fair, me on the pitch, on the dressing room, I thought, no chance we can win. Because first half only Liverpool played. But Ruud was so sure that we can go and win the game. And that was a game that I always watched it from Romania. It was one of the biggest games that I played, and we played here in Chelsea. I think to score 4 goals in 45 minutes against Liverpool was a fantastic achievement. And the way we scored the goals, I think, was great goals. Great goals.
There was a wonderful moment that many people remember after one of their players in the first half had made a 2-0 sign at one of our players. You, after a little disagreement with Robbie Fowler, did a 4-2 into his chest.
Yeah, I know, but I should have not done that. But I was too happy to stay calm, and I didn't expect to win that game.
And what were these celebrations? They went on forever, the celebrations at Wembley.
Yeah, we didn't want to go to the dressing room. We stayed for an hour on the pitch, I think. And after that, we went a tour in Thailand, I think, in Hong Kong. And we could have not stopped singing. All the, it was fantastic, and it was a fantastic memory.
Was there a special spirit, that team?
Yeah, I think so. Especially Dennis Wise, I think, was the main man. The real captain, I think. Dennis Wise was the real captain.
What was your best goal for Chelsea?
It's very hard to say. I scored maybe against Galatasaray, because it was in the Champions League. And was the winning goal.
Luca Vialli took over from Rudy, and it was the second leg against Arsenal at the League Cup semi-final, and you played in the midfield three.
Yeah, I think it was on one of the best games I played for Chelsea, that one, playing against Vieira in midfield, and was not in the position that I had to go too much in front. I had to stay. I didn't like that position too much because I always go forward. But I think I had a good game in midfield, and maybe that was the best goal I scored. Maybe better than one against Galatasaray. Di Matteo scored a fantastic goal, but my goal was also good because going past David Platt and Tony Adams was not easy at that time.
Yeah, and Chelsea agreed to sell you to Ajax, and you wouldn't go.
Yeah, that Martin Olsen was the manager of Ajax. He called me and he said if I want to go, and I was not sure what, because Ajax was a big team. But I said I'm settled here, I love Chelsea, and I would like to have a go, because Laudrup left, and I think I can do it. Now he left. He was a fantastic player. I knew that he would play in front of me. When he left, I thought, why not to try to play? And when I first come in the team, I play well. We won 3-0, I think, Wimbledon.
Where you scored one and were involved in the other two.
Yeah, and the next game I was again on the bench. That was a big surprise for me. I was very upset about that, but I was very professional, and I had to accept the decision of the manager. But after you score a goal, create one, you win 3-0, was the best performance of the season. It's not the best idea to take one player out and not telling him anything.
It was a difficult time for you. There was the John Terry debut against Aston Villa as a substitute for you, and you got angry because you were substituted in your one start, and it was a very frustrating time for you.
Yeah, with John Terry I had problems in training as well. He was training with us, he was at the youth team, and he always tried to fight with me, and I don't know why. He didn't like the skills that I have. John is very hard, and he was hitting me in trainings. But in that time I know that he would be a good player, but I didn't expect to be so big.
Was the Barcelona home game as good a game as you've played in for Chelsea?
I think so, because we play against the quality players like Figo, Rivaldo, Puyol, and all the Barcelona teams, De Boer. But the performance was unbelievable. 3-0 after 35 minutes was unbelievable. And it was a big regret of my career that we didn't go through.
And was the Galatasaray game, particularly as it was against your friend Haji, was that as good a game as you played for us?
Yeah, maybe. I played in '89 against Galatasaray in the semi-final of Champions League, and we won 4-0, and I scored one and created another 2 goals, and I was playing right back. And that was one of the good games that I played against Galatasaray. Now playing with them and winning 5-0 away, 1-0 at home. And I would have liked to play all the time against Galatasaray, but Haji and Petrescu, they were my best friends, still my best friends, and I was sorry for them at the time. And but we did very well to them, because in that year they won the UEFA Cup.
Your last game, although you probably didn't know it was your last game after the Barcelona match at Manchester United, you scored one and made it.
And I got sold again. And the manager thought it was my fault that we lost the game. And to be fair, I watched the game at home, all the game again, and I cannot see one mistake on mine. And I would like you to see the game, and if you see one mistake on mine in 75 minutes that I play, I give you whatever you want. And this is strange, that manager, I'm a manager now, I make decisions. Maybe sometimes I make the wrong decision. That was the manager decision. He didn't like my attitude. He said I was not right, and I don't know what is wrong when you're not playing in Barcelona. You play Manchester. I was not happy that I didn't play Barcelona, but I play against Manchester, not missing one pass and scoring one goal, create one goal, and the manager said that I was my fault that we lost the game. And after that I left and go back to Milan. I was very unhappy. To be fair, I think I could have played more for Chelsea, but I didn't want to leave the club at all, but I cannot do that without the manager wanting me.